If you are a product owner or a product manager or maybe an Epic owner, then Projectum xPM got you covered in terms of how we can help you connect and capture data that is relevant, not just for you, but also for the rest of the organization. Let me show you an example on how we work with products and epics right now. So again, back into being in Projectum xPM, we'll see that on the left-hand side, we have a whole section dedicated to products. So here we have products up here. I have one called Projectum xPM. And further down, I have my epics, and I also have my features. Depending on how you are using other tools to create or execute your Agile work, then we might need to establish a connection between maybe Jira and Projectum xPM or Azure DevOps and Projectum xPM. For both scenarios, we have an integration. But in this case, I'm going to show how it works more on its own in a standalone version, meaning that we can start by looking at the epics here, where there's a full list of all the epics I'm allowed to see. I can see the status for each epic, the current stage, the product it belongs to, strategic fit, revenue, market fit, and so forth. I can also click on visualization like this and see charts representing the data that we have on the right side. I can change these to other types of charts, and I can click on them and then again use that to filter my way through and find the relevant data on the right-hand side. So going back here again, if you want to create a new epic and I click up here, then I need to give it a name. So my epic 1000. I can from here link it directly to a product or a portfolio, maybe a program. So this is where it's possible suddenly to connect your Agile activities to traditional activities like programs and portfolios or even projects. Then I can go in and say Kanban status can be funnel, review, analyze, backlog, and so forth. Essentially, it's the same you see up here, where you have the governance or the process for the entire epic from funneling to being done. And if we just click Save right now, we can see that to progress from funnel to review, we need a description. So I can't move forward until we have the description in place. So I can either write my description here, build new AI enabler for a product. That could be the epic description. Once I have that, I can quickly progress to review, where I need a budget, 3-year benefits, strategy fit, and so forth. If we scroll down here, I can also put in my time box. So that could be 100 hours. And I can see a link to the planning tools, that be Jira or Azure DevOps. And I can also see the amount of features that is being planned or worked on in the Agile tool because of the integration we offer. Now here I can also say the epic should start today maybe, and maybe be completed by May. So we have start and end dates. We can set a KPI, so now it's no issues or at risk perhaps. Establish a budget. So not everyone is looking for that when it comes to managing Agile work such as epics, but it is possible to maybe take effort, so the time box, time it by a rate per hour for each resource, and then we have a budget that way. Epic type as well. Is it a value epic? Is it a enabler epic? So that depends on the framework we're using. And then we can fill in description, acceptance criteria, and whatever we need to. Finally, on the right-hand side, we can score and assess the epic. So in this case, you can have high strategic fit. We can have a high revenue fit as well, or growth. And we can have high or low market fit. There are multiple ways product owners prefer to manage these different types of assessments. That's all up to the company and you to define what you would like to do when it comes to comparing all these ideas that typically come from your users that are using your products. So if we save this again, this was just the creation of one epic. And once the link is established to Azure DevOps, we're able to then see the features that are being executed and planned in that tool. Or we can also create the features from here if we want to. So there is a place where you can say feature 100, which connects to a certain epic and or product. There's a categorization of features, the owner of the feature, estimate could be 40 hours. Again, each feature can have a start and end date. So all of this is typically stuff that will go on in another tool. So whether it be in this tool or connected to an Agile tool, it's all up to you. We offer the integration that can connect two worlds. So going back to the epic again, because we now have one feature right here, if we quickly click on the refresh button here, we can see that there are features planned and features done. So hitting this number will automatically once an hour, show all the activities, all the features for each epic and what status they're in. And that's a way for us to predict and calculate progress. So if one is planned and one is done, essentially the epic is 100% complete. Again, going out of the epic right now and trying to log in as a product owner, then clicking on products and the product name. So from here I can see that there are currently 4 active epics and they have in total 9 active features. If I click on epic list, I get the full picture of all epics that are part of my product, the product that I manage. And this can also be shown in a Kanban visualization like this, where I can see that epic 1, 2, 3, and 4 are available for the product, but also that 1 is in the analyzing phase and 3 of them are in the funneling phase. Here we can drag things up and down. If I do that, we are reprioritizing or ranking our epics. So if I squeeze my epic 1000 to be above better UX in mobile apps, then it forces this one to get the rank of 2. Whereas if I take this one and move it at the very top, then this one below will now be number 3, and then this is 2, and this is number 1. So there's a ranking engine built into the tool as well in the form and shape of a Kanban board. Besides this, we can also click on features, where we see all the features across all the epics that are part of the product. And finally, we also have our roadmap, which is the timeline visualization of everything that happens within our product below the epic. So from product to epic to feature level. We can also here enable mouse over, so we can show descriptions for each of these or other information that comes from the Agile tools and make it available as an epic owner or product owner directly within Projectum xPM. So this was just some of the features we offer to you in the role of a product owner or epic owner. There's a lot more you can do also when it comes to connecting epics and products to portfolios. You can see more about that on our channel.